Hey guys, welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, Game of Thrones Edition. Joeblivion here, and we are resuming where we left off last time with good old King Lyman. Good old King Lyman. I can tell from your guys' comments that you're as excited as I am to be experiencing the awesome rulership of King Lyman. The fresh-faced 12-year-old who is lazy. Yes, lazy. For some reason, I had in my mind that he was actually indolent, but apparently that's evolved into just shocking laziness. So, yeah, off to a good start already, and we don't have a lot of money. And I'm racing to get my troops back because they're making us lose a lot of our money. So hopefully that doesn't make us go... it should be fine. Your Master of Coin, Lord Leo, has grave news. Part of the castle where the guests would be staying would have to be repaired, or else he couldn't guarantee the guests' safety. It would be rather costly, but Lord Leo assured me the repairs would be worth the cost. Why are we having... Oh, I'm holding a large feast. Oh, because of the funeral. Well, I mean, if it's only 20 gold, let the guests suffer? What kind of option is that? That's terrible. No, we'll just repair it because it doesn't cost that much. I was thinking maybe if it were 100 gold or something, that I would say no, but I think that'll be worth it. Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I assume that if you pick no, then someone dies. Oh, come on. All the guests have arrived at Casterly Rock, and now it's time to start the feasting to celebrate the life of King Loren Lannister. Of course, of course. In the Summer Island, women dance in such strange manners. These acts of exotic dancers are traditional at any major feasts for them to give the visitor something to look at that they will really enjoy. Do you wish to hire some exotic dancers for your feast? You know what? We're probably going to have to pass on that. Because we just don't... If I spend the 10 gold, we're going to go into bankruptcy, and that's going to make everyone hate me. So I'll take the hit in prestige. Plus, they don't need dancers. This is a funeral. Why would they need dancers? That's just silly. Come on. Racing back. Okay. Master Tyrion has used his attendance of the feast in Casterly Rock to present a petition for justice before the court. He claims that Lord Melwyn Sarsfield... I already don't like where this is going, because Sarsfield, Lord Melwyn, is a powerful vassal. I mean, he doesn't have the little power vassal symbol, but he is powerful. He claims that Melwyn Sarsfield sullied his honor by having illicit relations with his wife behind his back, and demands recompense for the slight. Well, Master Tyrion doesn't like me. Right. And Lord Melwyn the Arrogant... Okay, yeah, he's definitely been having relations with other people's wives. But he also doesn't like me. I rightfully removed a counselor. Well, I don't remember doing that. I mean, I'm a 12-year-old kid. I mean, what power do I really have? If I arrest him, that could erupt into civil war, which is not a good idea. I mean, there isn't a hostile faction or anything, but you never know. He might have friends. He might have friends that would join him in his, against the tyranny of King Lyman if I tried to arrest him. If I make him order money, Master Tyrion will like me a little bit more, but Lord Melwyn will hate me. Here's the question. Is Master Tyrion's opinion of me really that important? Because he's just the master of a city. He's not the vassal of a lordship like Sarsfield, well, Melwyn of House Sarsfield is. Although, and as much as I hate the idea of letting my vassals disrespect each other, I am just a 12-year-old, and I can't really afford to have my more powerful vassals hate me, so I'm going to do what I can to appease them. Some of my guests did not seem satisfied with the food, but I would have never thought one of them would have complained out loud. Lord Garrison said a lot of nasty stuff about the food, and I couldn't help but feel irritated. If you don't have something nice to say, shut up. Lord Garrison of Case. I mean, meh. I mean, he still kind of likes me, so that's fine. The Silent Sisters finished the preparations of the deceased. The body of King Lorne is brought to the local sept and laid atop the altar at its center. Canopic jars of ornate design are placed at the feet of the dead, and the eldest child places the death stones upon the closed eyes of the deceased. One by one, those closest to the departed in life make their way into the sept and speak their goodbyes, shed their mournful tears, and pray to the seven for the dead. As the day winds down and the last goodbye is said, the body is carried by kin along the crowd-lined streets to its final resting place. As the sun fades away, a great feast is held, and those who knew the dead recount stories of the life and deeds of the lost. Let's see what he's remembered for. He was a man who was known to be most courageous. That's good. King Lorne was merely a competent swordsman and not a warrior songs are written of. Oh, well, at least he was brave, though, right? Okay, so now that that's done... oh, shoot. Disband. Right now. Whew. Okay, so we're going to have to be really careful. Okay, now that... Okay. So the monthly balance has reversed. We have to be really careful with our treasury right now. Question is, my regency... Okay, so Lord Lorien is... Well, he doesn't hate me, so that's good. But he is depressed, which means there's always a chance that he might commit suicide or he might die early, which means someone else will spontaneously become the regent, which could be really bad for King Lyman here. He doesn't have to last that long, though. He only has to survive for 3 years, and I'm actually going to increase the timer because, well, there's not as much we can do. Hold on. What is this? Arranged betrothal. We propose that Lord Simon of the Stormlands and Dowager Queen Cheryl of the Rock should get married. That's my mother, isn't it? He wants Lord Simon at age 13 to marry my mother, who's age 35. Well, you know, Paramount Lionel, if you were actually the Paramount of the actual Stormlands, I would let you marry my mother, but this is the Stormlands. This is it. This little spot right here. You only have 244 men. I don't see the point in allying with you, and I really don't trust my mother going off to some place that might be fighting on the side of Aegon in the future, so I will have to respectfully decline. Alright, with that said, with the transition to power, I need to make sure that all of these spots are filled so that I make use of all the possible disposition boosts that I can. I could make Lord Leo of Silverhall my court jester, or I could just make Tion. Would that be worth it? Is that even... What does this position even offer? Lowers opinion, lowers prestige. So it really is only meant to screw someone over, I guess. I mean, you know, in case you have like a rival or something and you want to destroy their prestige, you can make them the court jester. Your prisoner, Rhaenys Targaryen, has requested an audience with you upon meeting before the court. She is offering to pay the ransom for her release personally. No. In all honesty, I'm really surprised she's still alive. But definitely no, definitely no, definitely no. You shall stay in my custody. You are our ace in the hole. Let's see, is he's... Oh, King Aegon has almost conquered Dorne, just barely. Your Grace, for some time now I've been in the ploy of Lord Wayne. Nope, I don't need more people in my court. Yeah, dragons are probably in pristine condition. Don't have to worry about anything there. Let's see if we can't... Can we... I actually don't think I can actually... Can we do... Well, we can't even do anything diplomacy-wise because... Well, one, it has to go through my council, and two... Well, it doesn't seem like any of the Lord Paramounts want to ally with me. Ooh, hold on a second. Uh-oh. Oh, son of a bitch! This is not what I... Oh, crap. Okay. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Prince Willas of the Reach. Lord Paramount Edmund, Prince Willas. Okay, so we got a couple things that popped up just here. Lord Paramount Edmund wants Prince Willas. I don't know how they're related. maybe they're like cousins or uncle, or he's Prince Willas is Edmund's uncle, but he wants to marry my mother, which I don't think would be a wise decision because King Aegon is now that's like King Aegon is not messing around. He knows that we have Rhaenys in our dungeon. And we can behead her at any moment, and that still does not that's not stopping him. He's just like, nope, I don't care. I'm going to conquer all of Westeros, even if one of my sisters gets beheaded because of it. So he's not playing games. He himself doesn't have that many troops, but I am absolutely sure the other regions are going to join. So if I were to send my mother here to marry Prince Willas, that would actually be bad, because Paramount Edmund might side with Aegon, in which case he'll probably behead my mother. So I'm going to decline that. King Aegon has declared conquest of us. The Rock is at a state of war. We should send ravens to the Great Lords. Sure, you do that. Now, what someone brought up in one of the previous episodes was this concept of hold on, it all depends on, before I say anything, this is King Aegon's second conquest of the Rock. I don't know if this is a dragon conquest, though. It might not be. It could be like it just says ooh, excuse me. No, it is a dragon conquest. So, in theory, I should get a little prompt asking me if I'd like to surrender just because King Aegon has dragons. And seeing as how I've got a 13-year-old sitting on the throne who's lazy, it might not be such a bad idea to consider actually surrendering. Although what could happen is all of House Lannister might be thrown into prison and executed. But we might also be spared. It is a hell of a risk. I mean, the only other way we could really win is if we pulled what we pulled before, which is we march on Blackwater Bay and just siege it as quickly as possible and hopefully capture somebody, although I don't think we will be capturing anybody. I'm wondering if... If I execute Queen Rhaenys right now, if I kill her right now, that is going to make Aegon hate my character. He's going to hate King Lyman. He's going to vehemently hate King Lyman if I do that. And then if I were to surrender and for him to become my king, he would for sure try. He would probably imprison King Lyman. Let's see what happens. Okay, Your Grace, Aegon Targaryen, the renowned Dragon Rider, has declared war. He claims the Rock by right of conquest and demands our immediate surrender. Surely we cannot fight against such beasts. Surely we must surrender. While that's not entirely true that we can't fight them, we certainly can fight them, just King Lyman is in no position to do that. And seeing as how the rest of Westeros has pretty much bent the knee and we're the last independent kingdom, I think it might be worthwhile to simply just... Hold on. If I surrender, the war ends with the following peace terms. Aegon gets prestige. I lose prestige, which is fine. Lyman Lannister will lose their crown and be named Lord Paramount of the Westerlands, swearing fealty, and a bunch of my vassals will not like it because I surrendered, which really doesn't matter to me because screw them. They're not the ones who are at risk of being burned alive by dragons. It doesn't say that I'm going to be thrown in prison. It doesn't say it, so I think I'm going to just roll with it. Okay. The King Aegon's second conquest of the Rock has ended. King Lyman lost. Okay. After defeating Lyman Lannister, Aegon Targaryen is now in a position of great power. Now I must suffer his judgment. Okay, I guess we see if he beheads Lyman Lannister or not. Lyman Lannister, the king has decided to be merciful despite your treasonous actions. I wasn't treasonous. I didn't betray you, okay? Don't make up false accusations here, King Aegon. You shall be allowed to return to your lands unmolested and be pledged to uphold the king's peace forthwith. As a guarantee to this pledge, a hostage from your family shall be taken. Okay. This is the judgment of Aegon of the House Targaryen, the first of his name, and we know the rest. Okay, so Prince Lancelin, my brother, and my heir will be going to, well, yeah, we'll join King Aegon. So it looks like we may have actually survived. It looks like we may have actually survived the conquest, which is fantastic, awesome. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm thinking about actually, wait, what? King Aegon can afford the ransom of 10 gold. Wait. King Aegon is broke as hell. He is broke as hell. He's got dragons, but he doesn't know how to manage his gold. That's kind of funny. I was going to ransom Rhaenys, but it doesn't seem... For some reason, she's only worth 10 gold now, which is kind of silly. I think I'm just going to release her, because I think eventually what's going to happen is I'm eventually going to get a prompt from King Aegon to release Queen Rhaenys anyways. Let's see. Foreign religion. Yeah, she's still gonna really dislike King Lyman, but I mean, if we release her, maybe our disposition will improve. I don't know. We can always schmooze up to Aegon, though. We can always schmooze him up, and I think he's the only one with the authority to actually imprison King Lyman. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna release her. My council approves. The wars between the great powers of the realm have subsided for now. Oh, wow, look at that. That is a unified Westeros. It is a unified and really gray Westeros. This guy who's got no nose wants to something with my mother. Nope. Nope. Awesome, so now we don't have to worry about being killed by King Aegon. I've released his sister wife, which I think is a good... I think it's a good exchange for relations, you know? I think he spared us in the hopes of getting his sister back, and we returned his sister, who had been in our dungeons for probably a really long time. And she's alive, and... Well, I was going to give a gift to King Aegon, but I don't think I have enough money for that because, yep, I don't have spare 145 gold. So now we get to sit through and enjoy the relatively uneventful regency of Lord Paramount Lyman. Fun. I'm looking at... Oh, yeah, see, here we go. I told somebody that when they were telling me that Lord Paramount Lyman was slothful, I, for some reason, thought he was actually indolent, but I knew that whoever was tutoring him, they were really the only ones that could push Lyman into a path of not being lazy. But as we can see here, Maester Reginald, he's a lazy bastard too. So, yeah. I mean, it'd be great if Lyman could develop Ruthless. I mean, it's terrible for your vassals; they'll hate you for it. But it's really good for intrigue. Authoritative could be good too. Looking at his traits, he's got Fussy, so he'll develop Patient, Greedy, or Paranoid. Those are all great. And he's got Haughty, which is Proud, Arbitrary, Cruel, or Ruthless. Because I'm playing more of an intrigue character, which kind of sucks because his intrigue skill's so low at the age of 13, that's kind of sad. Who knows, maybe he'll get, like, Elusive Shadow or something. Probably not, but some kind of intrigue, what would you call it, education will be useful. But if you can get Cruel or Ruthless, again, not too good for diplomacy, but really good for intrigue. So we'll be able to do some plotting, some scheming. Hold on, what is this? Girion tells me that he really loves spending time with me. I make his days so much better. What? What? I'll kiss Girion on the cheek. He is kind, but I don't feel that way. Girion may gain Idolizer. What the hell is going on? I'm so confused. Tells me that he really loves spending time with me. I make his day so much better. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm still not quite clear what this event is supposed to be. It seems kind of potentially homosexual in nature, which I'm not. I mean, but that trait really hurts your fertility, though. That's the only problem I have with. Actually, no. To have the homosexual trait, it's kind of a double-edged sword. It really hurts your fertility with the opposite sex, but it allows you to seduce the same sex. And because most of your vassals are men, there's a chance that you could essentially seduce all your vassals and make them love you, which would be it'd be kind of funny to see that. I've never done that before in a game. But it doesn't seem like that's going to do anything for me. It seems like it's going to turn Girion into an idolizer. I don't see why I care. Yeah, frankly, I really don't care. I don't care, mate. But I can get +1 diplomacy if I just let him down nice, which would be good. So I'm going to take that. Okay. I'm going to tick the timer up because there's nothing going on. Oh, my lord, I humbly ask that you intervene on my behalf against the aggression of, well, the Regency Council will have to decide. So his birthday's on the 1st of January. Okay, so we'll just have to keep an eye out every January. My lord, I'm afraid I cannot end this war. My cause is just, and as such, you have no right to command me to stand down. Well, he'll be considered a traitor then. I'm only 13. I don't know what's going on. The Lords of the Iron Throne have approved the institution of the tax-shifted noble obligations. That's cute. Ooh, yeah. When you turn the speed up really fast, it can get kind of laggy, just because there's so much stuff happening at one time. Serving the warrior should be our goal in life. How can I do it the best way? Blank will know what to do. Apparently, Paramount Lyman doesn't know the name of his own educator. Maybe he just forgot. I don't know. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. I've gained the brave trait. Excellent. I love keeping an eye on things, and I love counting them, coins especially. Ooh, I have gained the greedy trait. More money is always good. Wait, the King of the Iron Throne? In the name of the Father first, Aegon House Targaryen, the first of my name, promise, pledge. Okay, so this is just where he's getting kind of coronated. Alright, I thought maybe he had died or something. New Lord Commander on the wall, don't care. Now, as this is ticking by, I'm going to start formulating crazy plans. Like, what would be fun? Hold on a second. Okay, I just thought maybe some of my people here in my positions, I don't know what you would call them, because they're not my council, and they're not titles. This view shows the advisors that affect the... Oh, so they're advisors. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot, look at all this. Well, hello. My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions. Well, I mean, I don't want to make Lord Damien of Castamere hate me any more than he already does, so we're not going to do anything right now. I'm going to pause this real quick. We still have our liege loyalists, so I think that's good. My grandfather. Oh, that's good. My grandpa's watching my back. But something interesting I saw down here is the factions within the 7 kingdoms. We've got Independence. Lord Paramount Harag of the Iron Islands is trying to gather support for independence. Lord Paramount Ronald of the Vale alongside Lord Osney of Stokeworth want to depose him. Members seek to force King Aegon of the Iron Throne to abdicate in favor of his heir, Aerion Targaryen. When sufficiently powerful, he'll challenge him. And then down here, we've got Lord Paramount John of the Trident, and, what do you know, Lord Paramount Edmund of the Reach. So apparently, what is this? Opinion of Liege? Why does he love Aegon so much? Vassal transfer, granted lordship, granted a kingdom. Oh, because Aegon Targaryen gave Lord Paramount Jon essentially the trident. And because of that, Lord Paramount Jon, with his 12,000 men, is now diehard loyalist for King Aegon. What is this? Lord Paramount Edmund of the Reach, opinion of Liege. Why can't I see the details? Ooh, I'm telling you, the Reach this time around, they have been very treacherous. They have been unreliable and treacherous. I need to get vengeance on them. I need to get vengeance on them one day. One day when Lyman is no longer a my lord, despite you being the rightful holder, King Aegon has chosen to not name you the warden of the region. Psh, I don't care. I thought he was going to do something serious like take Casterly Rock or something. I was going to be like, no, you don't. All right. The realm seems to have stabilized for the time being. In saying that, though, oh, he's got another kid. Oh, King Aegon's been he's been having extramarital. I think it's called extramarital affairs. Prince Aerion, Alix Waters, his says his concubines. Oh, okay. Let's get... No, I've got no plot power. Well, of course, I'm 14. What do I expect? All right, we got some time left for the episode. Ooh, my lord, your courtier, Prince Aerion. I don't care. I don't care about my siblings. They don't matter to me. Prince Lyman stands alone. He's a brave, lazy, greedy guy. Lord Lyle used a favor to force them to join all their factions. That's fine. My lord, news from King's Landing of a great trial at court. Lord Sigrin Harlaw was imprisoned by King Aegon and stood accused of sedition and conspiracy against the realm. Lord Paramount Lionel Caron, who is the Stormlands Paramount, presided over the trial, and he was ultimately found guilty. As a consequence, Lord Sigrin was beheaded on order of King Aegon of the Iron Throne. Great. Super. Thank God we didn't die. That could have been us. No, I don't need more people. Oh, wow, look at these kids. Ooh, they're popping out. What we could do is we could wait till Aegon is gone, and Rhaenys is gone, and Visenya is gone, and just assassinate all his children. We could do that. That's always an option. Raven has arrived. Awesome, it's warming Casterly Rock. Now, let's see. Shoot, I'm not even 15 yet. Oh, one thing I can do in the last couple minutes we've got is something I wanted to talk about, and I mentioned this in the first episode, was genetics. And something I thought about last night was we need, if House Lannister is going to be, if we're going to make House Lannister better, what we need to do is we need to make sure that our children are breeding with the correct people. And the way we're going to do that is by searching for characters here who have traits that we want. So, for example, we could, and these are genetic traits, so they're inherited through children. Now, we could find people who are strong. We could find people that are huge. We could find people that are quick. But I feel that marrying and having children with people that are geniuses would be the best. Because, I mean, look at these traits. +5 martial, +5 intrigue, +5 diplomacy, stewardship, learning, +2 skill estimate. Dragon hatching chance goes up 100%. Dragon taming chance goes up 200%. Plus just a random +5 vassal opinion. That's incredible. So what we're going to have to do is next time we're going to have to find an appropriate betrothal for Lord Paramount Lyman so that they can begin to create a genius line of Lannisters. But that will have to be in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Joeblivion. This has been Crusader Kings 2 Game of Thrones Edition. And until next time, see you guys later.